Hello and welcome to another macro video. Last time we looked at reference checking for Harvard, and this time we're looking at Vancouver. There's not quite so much that we can check with a Vancouver reference document, but we do still have some tools that are going to help. So let's have a look at the document here. It's a real document, but it's been anonymized. So we've got the reference citations there, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And down at the bottom, we've got the references. So let's see what macros we're going to use. I'm just going to use Smart Finder to actually find the references. So if I run Smart Finder and type in RE, takes me straight to the references, which is useful. But the main macro I'm going to use is Vancouver Citation Checker. But here we are with the references, and in this document the references have got these square brackets as well as the square brackets on the actual citations. So let's run Vancouver Citation Checker, VAN, Vancouver Citation Checker. There we go, run. Okay, so what have we got here? It's found all the occurrences of any bit of text with square brackets around it, and so we can see where the citations are, and it also shows the spaces there if there's a multiple citation there, so we can just check, you know, some of them might not have had a space in or whatever, or they should have had and they haven't got a space. So we can look down those and we can check the numbering. So look, if we go down here, it's actually found the references themselves, because as I said, they've got square brackets on them. Often you don't have that, often they're just there as numbers with a dot or whatever. But because it's shown those, it's separated them out so you can see that the numbers are there, and you can check that they're all there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on. And then okay, so we're looking down and we wanted to check that they are in numerical order, which is about the only thing we can check with Vancouver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, look, so 9 is there as well as there, so we're going to have to change the numbering. So 9's going to have to be 8. No, it's not. It's got to be 7. That's right. Then 7 becomes 8. Oops, 8, and 8 becomes 9, and then 10's okay. So the next, we're going to find the actual citations to be able to deal with them. What I do is I write on a piece of paper what the changes are that I need, so that I can go back and just sort of make sure I'm making the correct changes. So we're going to look through the text and find the references. So if we go to the top and select the square bracket, use instant find down, then we can use find forward to go through until we find the one we want. So 9, that's where it goes wrong. So here we want to push that back down. Let's move it over. So let's go down from 9 to 7. So what I'm going to use for that is number increment and number decrement. So we want to decrement that. We want to reduce that number by 2. So I've got these 2 macros on cursor keys. I've got them on the F keys, so I can press once to decrement once, and again to go back down from 9 to 7. So if I then use find forward, so 7's got to go to 8, so that's got to increment. Next one, where's it gone? 8 up there, that's got to go up to 9. Next one, 7's got to go up to 8. 9 has got to go up to, no it hasn't, that one was okay, alright. But if we carry on from there just to check, we've got 7 there, and we know that's got to go up to 8 and so on. Now if we go back to our list, the other thing obviously we want to check is that all of the references are actually cited. So what we've got here, we count 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and oh dear, number 15 is not cited. Right, so we either got to persuade the author that reference number 15 really does want citing, so we can put it in there, and if he decides, she decides that they don't want that reference to be cited, then we've got to change all the rest. So every single one of the others, so from what, 16, oops, 16 has got to go down to 16's got to go down to 15, etc. So all the rest. So we can go through and find them. So where were we? That's 14. That's okay. That's got to go down, next, down, next, down, down. So you just work your way through, and 20's got to go down. It's just a case of working right through the whole set, and whoops, we missed that one, didn't we? Go back. I missed that one. So that's got to go down, and so on. And you work your way through and change them all. So I've got one other Vancouver macro, and so for that I'm just going to load up another sample file, sample 2. Okay, and so the next one we've got is Vancouver all cited, so let's try running that. Vancouver all cited, run. Okay, so what that's done is to produce a list of all the numbers that are cited anywhere in the document, but actually because we've got all these numbers here, it's not going to reveal the problem that we had. So let's go back, and if we just select the whole of the document but not the references, so from there I want Control Shift Home, because that will select all of it except the references, and then create a new document, paste that in there, so we've just got the text and not the references, and then run the macro again. Vancouver all cited, run. So we can check these now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can check through that all the numbers are actually cited as opposed to those numbers being in the references themselves. And one thing I would say at this stage is that if any of these macros doesn't work for you, please tell me. Don't just assume that you're doing something wrong. It may be that the particular layout of your document means that the document, the macro doesn't work properly for you. So don't just assume it's your fault. Do ask. Right, so let's get rid of that one. So with this sample we've got, get rid of that as well. The references in this case, you get this sometime with Vancouver, that the references are placed in alphabetical order, hopefully, because obviously if they're not in alphabetical order you've got some numbering to do, but again you can use number increment and number decrement for that. So we've got a macro that will help us to check this, and that is alphabetic order by line, and this is there was a video about various bits of alphabetic stuff, sorting and checking alphabetism, and we did mention this, the alphabetic order by line, but I've fiddled it now so that you can actually check the alphabetism of a Vancouver reference list. So if there's a tab in the list, then it will check the alphabetism not on the number but on the first bit of text. So let's have a go at that. So what I've done is I've put this macro onto a cursor key, so I can, well, let's just run it from, so it's alphabetical, order by line, run. So it goes down the list until it finds something which looks as if it's the wrong order, so that ABI mobile, ABI research, so those are the wrong way round. So we're going to have to switch those round and make that 8 and that 9, and then go back through all the references and change 8 to 9. So obviously I'd make a note to myself that 8 has got to go to 9 and 9 has got to go to 8. So I'll make a note of that. Then let's go back again. Where were we? We're there. So run the macro again, and yep, there's 2 there that are wrong. So that's wrong. That's got to go to there. So that's going to be 17, and that's going to be 18. And again, I'll put those on. 17 goes to 18, and 18 goes to 17. Okay, right, so that's it really. I've demonstrated all those macros, and again, just to repeat that if any of these don't work for you, please shout, because it may be something to do with the layout of your document. Okay, thanks for watching.